Once again, my name's Tim. I serve here as a lead pastor at Hillcrest Church. And our mission is to love God, grow together, and care for the world. And when we talk about caring for the world, one of the ways we do that is by partnering with and supporting missionaries and organizations that share our values both around the country and around the world. We have some 110 missionaries and organizations that are officially connected to and supported by us all at Hillcrest Church. And every spring, we have a missions month where we spend time just focusing on hearing about, celebrating, praying for, feeling connected to these missionaries and organizations all around the world. We support these folks in a few ways. We support them through relationship, through prayer, and then through finances. The financial part, and I want to talk a minute about it, because I just want to make sure that we all understand it. The financial part is called the Faith Promise Fund, and you might have even had a Faith Promise Fund card on your seat or the seat next to you when you came in this morning. It talks some about this Faith Promise Fund. And if you're newer around here, it might not be clear exactly how this works. So I wanted to take a moment. When you give to, let's go to this next slide. When you give to just Hillcrest Church generally, the Hillcrest general giving, you give on a Sunday morning, you give on a regular basis online, those finances support the mission here locally at Hillcrest Church. The way we financially support these missionaries who are on the walls all around the room, and their faces and their names will be up all month, the way we support them is through a separate fund called the Faith Promise Fund. And the Faith Promise Fund is what we're going to be talking about all month. A Faith Promise Fund is a fund that you sign up for, again, online. You can designate it Faith Promise Fund, even do recurring giving. And 100% of those funds go to these men and women and these organizations represented around the room that represents us caring for the world outside of our walls. And if you're wondering, well, how do you get on the wall? Like, how do you get to be part of that list? Well, let me tell you. So we have a team here called the Mission Corps. Pastor Kathy Hill, who's our missions pastor, leads this team. And then the folks on this team, their names are listed up here. They're folks from Hillcrest Church who serve on the Mission Corps. That team, they meet once a month. And they vet, as missionaries organizations come and want to partner with us, they vet them, they ask them hard questions, they discern just strategically who do we want to be partnered with, and then they distribute those funds to those groups, and then they maintain an ongoing relationship. They see their role to be supportive in way more than just finances, to maintain it, to pray for them, to stay connected, to be checking in throughout the year. So our heart at Hillcrest Church is that we are always known more for our sending capacity than our seating capacity. We want to be a place known for sending people out, both around the country and around the world. Faith Promise and Mission Corps allows us to together consistently, corporately, strategically support missionaries and organizations that align with our mission and our beliefs here at Hillcrest Church. And so together we can support all these. So all month we're going to be talking about this. And I invite you to take that Faith Promise card home to be praying about what does it look like for me, to me to be part of Faith Promise, for me to be prayerfully connected to these missionaries organizations, for me to be financially supportive of these missionaries organizations. Our hope is that everyone who calls Hillcrest Church their home, that everybody who calls this their church home would give to Hillcrest General Giving, would support the ongoing ministry work here that goes to facilities, to staff, to ministry budgets here. Our hope is everybody does that. But then our hope is also that we want to raise up a community of globally minded and missionally minded followers of Jesus. And that our hope is that also you would choose to say, hey, I also want to support Faith Promise Fund and be connected to all these missionaries and organizations expressing care for the world around the country and around the world. So be praying about that this month, about where your part is. And thank you to all those who have faithfully been part of Faith Promise Fund for years and years and years in the past.